It's Precious and you welcome to the show. I wish I can scream, at least for the gift of being alive, right? My name is Precious Enyi and I am your host this evening. This show is produced by Promise. Let me run you through the hot topics that we'll be tracking this evening. By the way, today is Monday, so I've got my Monday, Thursday tonic in the house. Today, Monday, the 5th of February, 2024. I almost say 2023. Kai, we've not been going to bank to write check anymore. Would have been making that mistake until maybe sometime around March. That's when we remember that we're now in 2024. All right, Lagos. So let's let you in. So it looks like our conversation may start on a wailing note. Okay, not wailing. And on a complaint and protest note today, because there's been quite a number of protests and quite a number of I know good grace concerning what's happening in the economy. First, on our lineup, we could just say, that has to do with student union, the national Nigerian Students Union, National Union of Nigerian Students, Nigerian Association of Students, National Association of Nigerian Students. Anyhow, I thought I'm upside down. She just manages the National Association of Nigerian Students. As they say, address rising costs of living, hardship in 14 days, or face mass protest. Nigerian students, NANS, want Tinubu. As if that their warning was just a joke. In Niger State, life's never been this difficult for us. Life has been, you don't show us pepe. Nigerians protest over hardship in Niger State. And just when you think you've had it all, some fathers that used to talk have started talking again. As Reverend Father Mbaka now says, hunger wave is coming in Nigeria. Father Mbaka warns as he tackles President Tinubu over insecurity, hardship, etc. Oh my goodness, how did we get here? And then when you just thought you've heard it all, you remember that actor that went naked, in a lagoon to campaign for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, saying that, you must win the election, called on all the gods to help. Okay, him too, he has apologized now for his campaign. As after stripping naked beachside, spewing incantations for Tinubu's election, actor Olaiya Igwe apologizes to Nigerians for bringing disaster to them. Okay, Lagos. These are the conversations that we're tracking. But then not again, not so that it doesn't look like, see, government hears your cry and they have been responding. So, current hardship, temporary. Remi Tinubu assures Nigerians. Your First Lady assures you. Tinubu urged to probe $3.4 billion IMF loan taken by Buhari. That's also a conversation that we will be following this evening. And then we'll go to other, conversations. As CJN, Ariwoola strikes again. Daughter Victoria Oluwakemi named FCT High Court Judge nominee. Okay. So for those who may say, she's qualified, why should she not go now? But you know that in law, as in, if you look at the way Judiciary is put together, it is actually not fair for, people whose family members are in high position to get such nomination when it's not very meritorious. I don't know if I'm correct. My guest will let us in on that. But let's go to other conversations still, because that one is just one of it. Kidnappers reduce 100 million ransom for Kwara traditional ruler's wife. One other. Well, they're still in their hands so far. And then we go to other conversations, right? Under government to spend 1.3 billion naira on fuel for generators, vehicles. They'll use it and fuel the generator and their cars. And then they'll spend 743 million naira on refreshment. You know what I'm saying? In their 2024 budget. But while we're still looking at Ondo State, that is this deputy governor that is sworn in as, governor now, right? We now go to Enugu State, where Enugu Governor Mba to spend 1.9 billion naira on Toyota Prado SUVs for 24 Labour Party and PDP lawmakers amid hunger and economic hardship. We thought that National Assembly were doing their thing, but guess what? We have driven it now into the State House of Assembly. When you people did not complain that time, they did not hear, so they had to take it to higher heights. They have to drive it home to your backyard. Well, let's go to other conversations. Something that we may need to pay attention to. ADP, Labour Party wins Senate reps rerun elections in Plateau State. ADP, LP win Senate reps rerun elections in Plateau State, Lagos. These are the conversations I will be focusing on this evening. Again, my name is Precious Enyi. Let's take a quick break. I will be right back as we begin to look at these conversations one at a time. Stay with us.
Dear valued listeners, we believe in free speech, but with freedom comes responsibility. We'd like to remind you to be mindful of the power of your words and the impact they can have on others. As members of Voice of the People community, it is crucial that we foster an environment of respect as we desire a healthy discussion and diverse opinions. So, how do you contribute to a more responsible and informed dialogue? 1. Fact check before you speak. Take time to verify the information you intend to share. 2. Respectful language. Choose your words thoughtfully and avoid derogatory or offensive words. 3. Encourage a healthy debate. 4. Lead by example. As a listener, you also have a powerful voice. To be part of the conversation, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903 or send a WhatsApp message to 0700 903 9039. Words have power. Use them wisely.
Listen to hot critical analysis and top trending topics of the day. Join Precious, Monday to Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. on The Evening Rush.
Right, Legacy, welcome back. It is still 90.3 Voice of the People FM, 3 minutes past the 7 p.m. mark right here in the show. And let me welcome our very Mr. Darlington. No, he's Barrister Darlington. No, Barrister Darlington, you're welcome.
Yeah.
So before I wanted to say before I came to use you, Esther's used you. I mean, before I came, okay. So, please. Okay. So,
no,
apparently,
one of these days,
you
going to reverse.
You be the host and I'll be the. So before you did not wait for me, you just fell into Esther's arms, just like that, yes, in the front of this Igwe Madu that is here, and you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Hey, you would have told me now. You would have told me.
I did, I want more of it.
You want more of it? You want more of it? Barrister Darlington, we'll talk that matter well another time. But let me let you in on the conversation. Meanwhile, how did you spend your weekend? I hope you had a very relaxing weekend.
Yeah, but not too relaxing, because NEPA is not there.
Hell, that light thing, they did it to you too.
When a whole country is struggling with 69 megawatts pressure, yesterday's paper say 69 is 69 like this, 69. Hey, God Almighty. And what is the problem? Shortage of gas. Meanwhile, they are flaring this thing for the past 30-40 years. In fact, there is something wrong with Nigeria. I'm not joking. The thing that we need most is what we are wasting away. Are you sure that our children will not curse us when they come out and see what we have done? You need this guy to power the turbines. Yet you are flaring it away. Yet we have 69 national grid collapse. It's so sad, seriously. In fact, yesterday when I was listening to some paper review and all that, I felt so sad. I'm telling you, some of the things that is happening in Nigeria is unheard of. Even countries that had a teething problem when they didn't go this far in infamy. They didn't. I'm telling you, not to talk of now that we're in a modern world. The world has moved. All you need to do, copy technology somewhere. That's why the world is a global village. This GSM that we are using now, that's what they are using all over the world. So you cannot say you have your own GSM. It's the same thing. So why is it that things that are working perfectly outside here cannot work in Nigeria? Precious, please, do you have an idea? Your party is in power now. Do you have
Barrister Darlington, please. So let's I had to let you talk, and I'll share while we're having this analysis why I've been a bit silent and why I'm a bit in a sober mood today, because I'm not happy at all for different reasons. More because I saw a man die before me. I saw him dying and I could barely help. Even the little help I tried to render didn't take him so far, and it's very hurtful. But I'll share in that conversation. Let's just get into the papers already.
That man there are thousands of them all over Nigeria that you are not aware of.
I can imagine.
Yes, now.
I can imagine. All right, let's get started with the conversation right now. So, the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, has given President Bola Ahmed Tinubu a 14-day ultimatum to implement concrete measures or tackle the rising cost of living crisis in the country. The students' body, which lamented the hardships faced by Nigerians, warned that failure to come out with implementation policies that would address the high cost of living within the 14 days that they've given, it would have no option than to mobilize a mass protest or for mass protest. Now, NANS Southwest Zone D gave the ultimatum today, Monday, at a media briefing in Osogbo, the Osun State capital, while addressing the escalating challenges regarding the cost of living experienced by Nigerians. NAN, which expressed its deep concern over the hardship faced by citizens, regretted that Nigeria had been grappling with a myriad of economic challenges, including inflation, unemployment, and a weakening currency, which have significantly contributed to the rising cost of living across the country. The impact of these economic pressures have been particularly severe on the average Nigerian, making it increasingly difficult to afford basic necessities such as food, shelter, and healthcare, one of the students said, or one of the unionists said. And as though that wasn't enough, let's also quickly tell you that the spiritual director of Adoration Ministry, Nigeria, Amen, Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka, has warned President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to tackle the rate of insecurity and hardship in Nigeria. Student Union are warning him one corner, or National Association of Nigerian Students are warning him one corner, and Father Mbaka is saying his own another corner. Now, according to the cleric, a wave of hunger is coming, which will be devastating. Mbaka, who spoke yesterday, Sunday, while delivering a homily, said that despite many obstacles on his way to the presidency, which he overcame by an act of providence. He overcame them by an act of providence. I'm sounding like my governor, Abi my former governor. He overcame them by an act of providence. Now, Tinubu had not exhibited political will towards solving the country's problems. A higher wave of hunger is underway in the country if insecurity is not dealt with, he warned. He said, "We are asking people to go to farm and produce, but if you enter the farm, headsmen with AK-47 will enter the farm and kill the farmers. Who will go to the farm anymore in this kind of situation? Hunger, as I told you last 2 years, has not even started. I won't tell you lies. Everybody should be meaningfully engaged. Start something, because the hunger that is coming." In Kerefi last time, about 6 women who were farming were killed and their stomachs brought out. Who will go to the farm there again? There is fear there. Say the fear is there. Even politicians who think they are safe in their comfort zone, you are not safe, because the level of insecurity will come to your doorstep one day. That's what he tells them. The controversial pastor or priest claimed that President Tinubu, despite endemic corruption in the oil sector, had yet to go against the cabals, warning that God was watching him. In the video of the homily shared, across social media, Mbaka said, "Mr. President, you can do it. To fix Nigeria is not difficult. If the leader has the willpower, I know that this one will make national news, but let it be." So he said, what is happening in the oil sector? How many barrels are being produced? How many dollars are in the Nigerian account? A country like Nigeria that exports millions of barrels of oil per month, how much are we saving? He spoke plenty things. Now, speaking of asking President Tinubu to be accountable, right? Socioeconomic Rights and Accountability Projects, you know them now, SERA, has called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to probe the whereabouts of the 3.4 billion naira loan obtained in 2020 by the administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari from the International Monetary Fund, IMF. Now, SERA urged Tinubu to direct the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, and appropriate, anti-corruption agencies to promptly probe the allegation that the IMF loan is missing, diverted, or unaccounted for. That is, we borrow money, the money misroad. Okay. All right. Now, according to Sarah, the 2020 annual audited report published last week by the Auditor General of the Federation documents damning revelations, including that there was no document to show the movement and spending of the IMF loan. Barrister Darlington, that is the money we borrowed from IMF that came into the country. There's nothing that shows how the money was expended in the things we said we were going to expend it on.
That is the easiest way
now,
to steal money.
Now, in a letter dated February 3, 2024 and signed by its Deputy Director, Kolawole Oluwadare, Serap noted that the Auditor General was alleged to have declared that no information or document was provided to justify the movement and spending of the fund. Well, let me stop here before I begin to vex now, Jerry. Should I continue? There is another, complaint, in front. Let me finish all the complaints just so that we can handle everything that has to do with it. Whilst we were talking about that, another matter was happening elsewhere. As I speak with you, let me even go to that conversation very, very quickly, right? So, Nollywood actor Ebon Oloyede, better known as Olaiya Igwe, has appealed to Nigerians to desist from cursing him over the current hardship occasioned by the economic policies of President Bola Tinubu, whom he campaigned for in the 2023 general elections. Now, Olaiya Igwe faced backlash after going to a Lagos beach unclad. That is, where anything, even pata. He been a pata they call him. That is dross. He's not wearing dross. He went there unclad to invoke spirits in support of Tinubu's aspiration, President Tinubu's aspiration. I went to the beach naked to pray for Tinubu based on revelation, Olaiya Igwe said in a video apologizing to Nigerians. I did that as payback for Tinubu, my benefactor, he added. Nigerians, please don't be angry. You see me as one of those who brought this hardship on the country. I accept it. You are raining curses on me because you felt my going to the beach unclad to pray for Tinubu influenced you to vote for him. I'm sorry. Lamenting the prevailing economic hardships in the country, Olaiya Igwe charged Mr. Tinubu to wake up to the cries of Nigerians. He warned that the curses he gets daily will reach the president if he fails to do the needful. Now, cause they reach anybody for Nigeria? I wonder. Okay. So he added, if you, Tinubu, fail to wake up to your responsibility, the curses I get daily will also get to you. Had it been that things turned out good in the country since Mr. Tinubu assumed office, those insulting and cursing me would have stopped. The actor said, who said Tinubu was trying to stabilize the economy, appealed to the president to set up a monitoring team to ensure his promises are delivered to citizens. In fact, he said a lot. I would have even liked us to, let me remind you guys, that time he went to, the beach to do the incantation. Just take a listen. If this sound can remind you.
Ọlọ́run ọba o torí Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu mo ṣe wá pè é Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu jẹ́ kó jáwé olúborí Ọlọ́run bá wa gbé dépò.
So that was him when he was invoking naked in the beach. But let's take a listen to his apologies to Nigerians.
Mo fi àti ọdún òkú iṣẹ́ pọ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ni kí ipò Bọ́lá Ahmed. Àtọmọdé àtàgbà ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo wá sọ̀rọ̀ lórí bàbá wa Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ni mo dẹ̀ wá tún sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Yínká TNT. Bàbá wa Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu nígbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ dé ipò president títorí àwọn nǹkan tó ti ṣe fún mi lórí ọ̀rọ̀ health revelation wá bá mi wípé kí n lọ ṣe báyìí fún wọn ní beach mo lọ ṣe lẹ́yìn tí mo ṣe tán ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èébú èpè.
Okay, so that's basically explaining exactly what I just said, Barrister Darlington. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. But let's quickly let you in on, other issues surrounding this before we move straight to Just as Nigerians are complaining about this, somewhere in Niger State, residents of Minna, the Niger State capital, have staged a protest over rising cost of living in the country. As early as 7 a.m. today, Monday, a group of women blocked Minna Bida Road at the popular Pakungu roundabout to express their grievances over the rising cost of food items. Now, it's gathered that gunshots were fired by police to disperse the protesting residents. Well, let's see if we can take a listen to them, on their protest. Okay, I was trying to get some audio sound from those protesting far away in Minna, Niger State. But let's let you know that Nigeria's First Lady Oluwakemi Tinubu, having heard your cries and your tears, seeing your tears, she has assured that these hard times that you Nigerians are facing, it will soon end. He said, with the right policies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it is ending very soon because all these policies are right and correct. So this hardship will soon end. Now, President's wife gave the assurance today, Monday, in the State House during a meeting with the governor's wives on her pet project, Renewed Hope Initiative, RHI. Now, Mrs. Tinubu assured that 2024 is loaded with peace, progress, prosperity, and greater achievements to the advantage of all Nigerians. Mrs. Tinubu commended the governor's wives for their effort and support in 2023, urging them not to relent in addressing the needs of the vulnerable in their society. She talked, saying, "No worry, this hardship one at the E2 fade away." In fact, quoting, she said, "Times like these call for sober reflection. Hence, all hands must be on deck," said Mrs. Tinubu. Moreover, the hardship situation is temporary. It will soon fade away, like fading away like the stars of the morning. Miss Barrister Lindsay, remember that song? That's exactly what she's trying to say. Okay, so Barrister Lindsay, let's have you chime in.
From where do I start?
I don't know. Just start. It can start from the beginning, or you start from the end, and you do a flashback.
If I start from the wailing, we are going to wail all through. That is the truth. Precious.
Sir?
I don't think anybody is going to say anything that is complimentary under this period. Because if you really go outside to do opinion poll, you will know that things are really bad.
So speaking about doing opinion poll, you just remind me of that incident I said I had yesterday. So Barrister Darlington, I was driving into a restaurant somewhere in Lekki to eat, precisely along Admiralty Way. And while I was driving in, I noticed a man who perhaps looks like he was being attended to by two men on the floor. They were pouring water on him, so like he was helpless. So I thought that someone may actually be needing an emergency, and me, I don't like to see situations like that. So immediately I got inside the restaurant, drove inside the restaurant, I parked and then quickly came out to meet them just at the entrance of the restaurant where they were. Apparently was a security officer and one traffic warden there that was helping to pour. They were just pouring water on the man's head, pouring water. And then I asked them what happened to the man. They said he was just sitting down here briefly and then he slumped. Okay, he slumped. What happened? They can't tell. The man can't talk. He's almost foaming from his mouth. He can't talk. We tried to give a chest compression and immediately I told them, let's rush this man to the hospital because this water you're pouring on his head to toe will not go anywhere. So let's just, take him to the hospital. Then I inquired and I got to find out that he was, a car hailing driver, right? And so I got some group of men to come together. I gave them some money to pay as advance to the hospital and just take him to the hospital quickly. I took their numbers so that I can communicate with them exactly, and they managed to rush him to while they were even opening his car to put him, because it was with his car they were to drive him to the hospital. We realized that he had mosquito net and other sleeping items in the car. So apparently this car hailing driver sleeps inside his car, but he's an elderly man with gray hair, so he's not particularly young. That means he must have a family somewhere, someplace. So they rushed him to the hospital. And I called again. They said, they're trying to stabilize him. They just put drip on him. I said, thank God. I hope he just gets stabilized. And then I called again. They said, they will need to give him oxygen because he can't breathe well. I said, let them give him Alpe, right? And they put the oxygen. Mr. Darlington, The next call I got was that he's dead. That incident ruined my whole yesterday. Now, so the reason, there was nothing my head did not think of. Now, I thought of something. It's not like this man's health did not give him signal before he left the house. But because of how he manage,
what is the word?
Because of I must manage to survive to eat, he had to carry that body that was giving him signal like that. And looking at him, he looked pale. He looked anemic, like there's no blood in him.
My dear.
It's so painful, and perhaps this same health issue has been giving him problem. He could have as well gone to the hospital or taking treatment, but he'll be managing. Money no day. Let's be managing. And if there was proper education or proper health care, there is no reason why those men would have used water to bathe him. Only God knows how long ago they were even bathing him with water before he came in. It's just a situation of calling 911 or 21112, and immediately an ambulance comes, carries that man and treats him. He would have survived. First of all, before we start talking about hospital bill. But a system that is incorrect killed that man.
Of course.
A system where we have people who are in leadership positions stealing money in their trillions and billions, where we even get to see money to the tune of $1 trillion plus in somebody's account. Money that is, we're talking about money that was borrowed by IMF right now that is not accounted for. A system where this kind of corruption happens that would have been used to better the lives of people, at least providing health care. That man wouldn't have died if we had good health care in Nigeria. The system failed him. It's so painful. The picture, his image can't get off my head. I don't know him from anywhere. But I couldn't have just watched. I noticed that they were points out and I was even wondering, Nigerians, we get my child. Different cars have been driving and passing there. They just left that man. Nobody even thought of anything.
The ones that are passing, do you know the one they are carrying?
But it doesn't matter now. What did we lose our humanity? Have we lost our humanity because of hardship? It's painful. There was nothing my mind did not think of. Have we lost who we are? Our very essence, that communal life that we used to have. Have we lost it because we're not minding our business? It's not fair, Barrister Darlington. In the time that we used to be, Barrister Darlington, something happens to one person, everybody gathers. Is it not in this Nigeria that once upon a time a woman will be in labor, market woman will gather wrapper. By the time they've helped her pop her child out and covered her. Can that still happen in this Nigeria of today? They'll just leave her to push up the child in the middle of the road like that, because we're not minding our business and minding our separate hardships and minding our sufferings by ourselves. Let me let you finish your conversation, Joel. Today I was very that incident ruined. Incidentally, that was the start of the week for me, so it ruined my entire day.
Now you see, when things like this happen, you now see when we say failed states, these are the indices. Things that are basics when they are no longer there for you. Basic necessities of life. They are no longer available. So if the basic things are not available, precious, is it jet plane and yacht and high class life that is available for you? The Nigerian society, no thanks to APC, they have created a class. If you are not there, you are nowhere. In Nigeria today, you are either poor or you are rich. No more middle class. And you are now know that it is the middle class that development comes, because they are the bridge between the poor and the rich. APC just destroyed them. No more middle class. That is the result of what you are seeing. The so-called good time that you have, I've been trying to look at what are those things that will tell you that good times are coming. Precious, we don't have light. No light. A whole nation of over 200 million people. You are struggling with 69 megawatts. I'm not talking of 1,000. I said 69 as a yesterday paper. National grid collapse. And you are talking of a good life. Where will the good life come from? In darkness. Please tell me that country that has developed without electricity, mention one country. So when Tinubu is promising me it will be soon over, this one will come in, is it this insecurity? Have you secured our farmland that farmers can go back to farm? So when he's saying all this is, I now realize that this man is just boo-booing us. That is the word to use. You know, I already told you, when a child is crying too much, if the mother doesn't have anything to give that child, you don't put the sucker in the mouth of that child. The child will cry and become weak and then sleep off. The mother will get a temporary respite until the baby wakes up again and start crying. You now put it again. That's what they are doing. Whenever they hear that things are getting, everybody they say, don't worry, things are well, don't worry. I am putting things in place. Meanwhile, you and I have not seen one single thing. As I talk to you now, all the import duties have been increased at the ports. So when the goods even land, which money are you going to use to buy it? Tell me.
It falls on the consumers now. What are you saying? Tomorrow you go and buy something in supermarkets and you're wondering why it is almost double the price. It falls on the consumer, because usually if you're a business person and import things and to clear it is more expensive, you add the cost of importation and clearing to your consumers, and we're the ones who will pay for it.
This man that supplies egg today, madam, what happened? 3,700 naira
for a crate of egg.
A crate of egg. The other one that I normally use tin milk to take quaker wood. How much is a tin milk? 600 naira. One tin of that we bought 152. 600 naira. Tell me, are we not even losing on nutrition? So when somebody is promising me Uhuru here, good life, where is it coming from? At least you will see the foundation. When somebody is trying to build a 300-story building, it is the foundation that will determine now. You cannot be building a 300-story building and you are laying foundation for a 2-story building. That building will collapse. So I've not seen any of the policies, not to talk of whether it will yield fruit or not. Rather, what I'm seeing is insecurity, corruption, corruption, bad economy. That's what I've been seeing since Tinubu came into office. Probe here. Meanwhile, no result. So, if somebody is telling me, I am going to the market though, and I will buy you, you will not ask yourself, this person that is promising you, what is he even going to the market with? All the things, all the ways you are taking to the market is not up to 10,000 naira, and you say when you are coming, you will buy me a bag of rice, and I will still be waiting for you. I'll be clapping that you are coming. If you just want to deceive me, you want me to keep quiet, you want me to have hope. Yeah, okay, renewed hope. Yes, hope. We are going to hope in the next 4 years. Precious. We are going to hope for the next 4 years because things are not looking good at all. I just give 2 instances. Light, which is the engine room of any development anywhere. We don't have it. So where is it? There's security. Look at the kidnapping all over the place. Every time food. How will the food come if farmers don't go to farm? Precious, have you ever wondered? I mean, let us be pragmatic here. Let us begin to, interrogate these promises. Are they feasible? Or somebody just making promises? The same way they were deceiving some people here in Lagos that they do that. Meanwhile, nothing to show. Nothing. Just media hype, propaganda. We advise this man, at least before we started, we advise him, don't follow Buhari's footsteps. He said, no, I'll come to consolidate what Buhari did. Look at where he is now. Look at where he is following Buhari's footsteps. Everything, he didn't miss word. He's following it, and you are telling me that he's going to succeed. He didn't ask himself, for the 8 years Buhari was in office, what did he achieve? What one single legacy? And the man who saw all this thing, and he's still telling you that he will follow Buhari's footsteps. And the same man is telling you that he's bringing Uhuru, he's bringing paradise for you. You should have asked him, okay, if you are following Buhari, what is that thing that Buhari left behind for you? Is it not empty treasury? Tinubu told us that he made empty treasury. Then who looted it? Is it not Buhari who handed over to him? That is where he's going. And he's promising me heaven and earth. Nigerian economy and Nigerian society, whether you like it or not, APC have decided to divide us. You either rich or poor, extreme rich and extreme poor. Is that not an embarrassment that in this same country where people cannot afford a pint of garri to eat, a pint of garri, you see people going to a hotel somewhere and paying for a room at oh my God, $132,000 a night. This same country where people cannot see a pint of garri to eat, somebody from this same country with our money, they went somewhere to go and do jamboree, and they are telling you, don't worry, things are getting better. You now ask yourself, how? You know why this thing is so painful? All the people that are lamenting today, precious, they voted in this party yesterday. It was in this studio. Remember last year now? Mr. Darlington, you want to do this? You want to bring up? You don't like Tinubu? Why are you always complaining? Tinubu will do it. You hate Tinubu. Tinubu will be there for 20 years. He will be there for 400 years. It don't matter. You must be there. Look at it. Pressure, 8 months down the line. Look, I don't know the one lamenting now. That is why it is said that what an elder sees is sitting down. A young man that climbed Irokoti will not see it. Some people were blinded by ethnic and tribal sentiment. That is why we are where we are today. If we have done the needful, at least okay, we have tried Buhari as an APC man. Can't we look for something else? If we truly mean Nigeria, if we truly want Nigeria to move forward, let us look at somebody who will move away from Buhari style. But somebody told you he will follow Buhari and you still voted for him. And you are lamenting. Please, what are you expecting? I don't know how to say it again because I tried my best on this studio to tell Nigeria, to sensitize them, to advise them, to direct them, but they follow the way they want to follow. What do you want us to do now? Let us enjoy the ride. At the end of the day, those who will survive will survive. Those who will go will go. Yes, now we brought it upon ourselves. What do you want me to say? It's a democracy now, popular choice. The people have chosen him. Yes, now. When was it not in this studio that they even told us, no, don't come and vote. Iyashukudi. Where is that man now? Let him come and call Iyashukudi. If you don't vote my party, don't come out though. I've not heard his name since after that election. Where is he now? Iyashukudi. We were here. There's nothing they did not say to me. I was just like, I said, look at these people. Just like Jesus Christ, when they were nailing him on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they are doing. I know authoritative that Tinubu doesn't have leadership quality.
Barrister Darlington.
He doesn't.
Easy, Barrister Darlington, please. Let's move on to other conversations.
Don't behave like this. Your people are dying here. You are in France on a private visit. Is that the leader? Precious, is that the leader? Can't you call a spade for once?
My job is not to have an opinion. So no, Barrister Darlington. My job is not to have an opinion, and you know that.
I'll get angry with you now.
Really?
I mean it though. What did I say? You say what did I say wrong?
Oh.
If I said Tinubu does not have a leadership quality, am I wrong? Mention one leader who will abandon his people in this time and is there in France enjoying. Mention one leader. No, tell me, is that the behavior of a leader? If that man is a leader, can he behave like that? With all that is going on in Nigeria, he's not even bothered. He just wants to answer president. In a Senate class, before he come back, his impeachment notice will be waiting for him. You were here, our former colonial master. You saw how 2 ladies just resigned as British Prime Minister because they couldn't cope. The other one lasted 46 days in office. 46 days. The young lady said, I can't cope. She left. She left to keep her sanity and her name. But in Nigeria, people who don't know anything about leadership, they will force themselves on you. Look at both himself and Buhari. Do they have leadership quality? It's just name. Just came to office after making all the money and all that. They don't move out and left off to crying. Tinubu opened his mouth and told us that he made empty treasury. And that was misintegrity in office. So with all the money Buhari made, all the money he recovered, all the recovered money from all the abandoned money, all the loopholes he was plugging, all the money he borrowed, yet the Tinubu made empty treasury. And now you and I are suffering it. We are not going to pay for it. They are taxing us. Very soon now, when they wake up in the morning, you pay tax for waking up. You pay tax for waking up. Just don't worry yourself. If you start from this Lagos.
All right, Barrister Darlington, let's move to other conversations. So somewhere in Ondo State,
leaders, my food, leaders.
Somewhere in Ondo State and Enugu State, we hear that the Ondo State government has earmarked over 1.3 billion naira to spend on fuel for generators and for their motor vehicles, and a sum of 743 million naira, that is close to $1 billion, on refreshment and meals in 2024, I beg your pardon. Now, this is approved. This is in the approved 2024 budget of the state, revealing that the approved budget sum for motor vehicle fuel cost is 379.32 million naira, and a sum of 970.154 million is slated for plant generator. Be like say they know say lights no go come at all. So the Kukuma kept the matter. So the government also plans to spend 743.495 million on refreshment. Okay, so let me not even go further. Let me not even go further. But the case is also not different from Enugu State, where we hear that Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State is planning to spend 1.95 billion naira on new SUVs, Toyota Prado, for the 24 members of the State House of Assembly amidst these same economic challenges that we're going through. So it's written there in the budget, 1.950 billion procurement of Toyota Prado Jeep for newly elected House members.
Because of bad road, Abi, that's why they must buy Jeep. Did I not tell you here that none of them will travel to their village with that Jeep? They will never travel with what is going on now. Let them try it. So buying that Jeep is even a waste of money. They will not leave Abuja with that Jeep. It's not possible. I said it here. The first day they said that because of bad, I said, let me hear. How many of you will travel to your village on this road? It's not possible. With this thing these boys are doing, you want to travel with a Prado Jeep on our night, and you travel to where? So you can see
so this vehicle, while we had a National Assembly members buy their vehicle for about 160 million naira each, this Enugu State governor is buying for about 82 million naira each for the House of Assembly members for one person. Well, that's the conversation. So let's move.
That is the subsidy. That is the. I told you here that this subsidy, they told you that when they remove it, your life will be better.
But the states have been getting more allocation.
Look at how they are spending it. Look at where the money is going. Please, is your life better now with the subsidy removal? Somebody should answer me. The money they remove for subsidy, where is the dividends? Precious, where is the dividends? I told you that they have already established a dragnet to suck the money. As the subsidy is being released, they are sucking it. It will never get to you. Since they removed it, where is the dividend? Somebody should tell me now. At least not supposed to be looking up, but they are looking down with the subsidy removal. That means ab initio there was no subsidy.
Okay, so let's move further to this conversation about the CJN, where there's a report that, according to sources, Chief Justice of Nigeria Oluwakemi Ariwoola, that there are plans to install his daughter as judge on the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja. Now, the country's seat of power. That's according to sources that wrote this, that got the hints to this, and then published it. Now, Oluwakemi Victoria Ariwoola is the latest beneficiary of an active determination of the nation's most senior jurist to enroute the court system with family members and loyalists before his mandatory retirement in August 2024. Ms. Ariwoola already successfully elevated his son, Kayode Ariwoola Jr., as a federal high court judge, and younger brother, Adebayo Ariwoola, as the auditor of the National Judicial Council.
Yes.
His nephew Lateef Ganiyu was recently promoted to appeal court. as well as other relatives, now heading diverse positions across the country. Bureaucracy, according to a recent observation by newsmen who has been tracking nepotism as a growing issue in the judiciary. Now, both the Chief Justice and a spokesperson for the Supreme Court, as sidestepped clarification sought by newsmen over the weekend when they tried to seek clarification to this news. The Chief Justice, who assumed office in 2022, has elicited little concern about the perception of the judiciary by Nigerians, and even admonished judges in October to remain indignant amid widespread agitation for the independence of the bench. Barrister Darlington, so as it were now, sources are saying that his conduct has conveyed a determination to enroot the court system with family members and loyalists before his mandatory retirement, which of course we know that is contrary to the laws. Do you think these are mere gossips?
No,
mere hearsays?
No, because the facts are there. There is something we say in law, Rex ipso loquito. That means the fact speaks for itself. It is not an allegation. This is a fact. In fact, you have not even seen the worst. At the Supreme Court now, you now have Igbo section, not outside section, northern section, southern section. I'm telling you, and you'll be answered according to what you come with. That is how deep corruption have gone. At the highest level, if it's magistrate court here, you can say, okay, magistrate court, anything can happen. You have had lawyers, senior lawyers, lamenting of their experience at the highest. So if the court is corrupt at that level, then this other junior lower courts, what do you think they'll be doing? Is that not why Nigeria is where it is today? I said somebody handed over Nigeria to Satan, and Satan is dealing with us on all fronts. I'm telling you, go and check any place that Satan has taken root. Nothing works there. No matter what you do, no matter what you try.
Do we not give too much credence to the devil?
When we called him, he said he's roaming about looking for who to devour. We went to him now. Some people went to him to seek for help, and he helped them. And Satan doesn't give anything free. Yes. I can't imagine that Nigeria has gone this bad on all fronts. As if nobody was here again, When they were doing all this, holding this nocturnal meeting with the all these subhuman beings, what do you think will happen? The result is what we are experiencing now. That is it. Because I can't believe that this thing is ordinary. It's not possible. Satan is at work in Nigeria. I'm telling you. They have eaten with this devil. They did not even use a very long spoon. That's the problem. And when you are eating with the devil, you use long spoon and even color it. But in the case of Nigerian leaders and those they didn't bother. They were eating with their hands.
Let's go to our next conversation, because we hear that the candidate of the Labour Party LP, Daniel Asama, has been declared winner of the House of Representatives rerun election in Jos North, Basa Federal Constituency, which was conducted last Saturday. Now, declaring the results, of course, they declared him winner. And elsewhere, we also did hear that ADP also won an election, and some people are, the candidates of Action Democratic Party ADP, Prince Pam Watkong, has been declared winner of the Plateau North senatorial rerun election. So people are saying, when did ADP even put in for election? Remember that the PDP candidates were, struck out, were not to contest for the election. So what happened? Did they? Because normally you would have expected either a PDP or APC, candidates to take the lead in most of the states.
People, yes,
but
this is the choice that was presented to the people now. When
there was an APC candidate there, why did he not win?
I said this.
I'm just asking.
In fact, Precious, seriously speaking, I am so surprised that any APC, as that party, anybody will win any vote from that party.
for what they have done to Nigeria. I am so surprised that up till now, somebody from APC is still winning election. On what basis? That is the question. On what basis?
In Surulere constituency was different. That's Bajabi Amila's constituency. The case was different. So that's why I'm wondering what happened with ADP winning the election in Lagos.
Did you see voter apathy in the Surulere you are talking about?
Oh, really?
Voter apathy. Nobody came out. Nobody came out.
All right.
Is it not the same Bajabi Amila? No, tell me. Is it not the same Bajabi Amila or is it another person? Did you see his record in Abuja?
All right, Lagos, let's open the phone lines and begin to take your thoughts and reactions. Phone lines are now officially open. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 9039. That's the WhatsApp line. 0700 903 9039. The WhatsApp line, but the direct line to call is 0700 903 903 903. This message here says, "Good evening, Madam Precious. This is what." So you sent me this video, and I need to, get to be sure of where exactly this happened, or this is happening in Abuja, right? Please explain to me, and I assure you I'll take it on. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Madam Precious.
Sir?
Good evening, Mr. Darlington. Hello, good evening, Mr. Darlington.
Good evening, welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Oluwakemi calling from I2.
You're welcome.
Go ahead.
Welcome, we can hear you. Go ahead. Oh dear. I think we're losing you. Are you there? Hello? Hello, are you there? All right. Try to call us back as soon as you can. But okay. I take a few more messages before I get back to the calls now. Hi, Precious and Darlington. Tinubu went to France to buy stabilizer. To stabilize the Nigerian economy. Christian from Abuja. You people are not just serious in this country like this. Leo from Lagos says, renewed. Okay, that's renewed thing that you said they will not renew it. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to say it. Whatever renewed that you mentioned, they won't. Okay, so this message says, the Hitler of Africa, the 21st century. They intend to arrest citizens for criticizing the field. Okay, there are mass killing everywhere in the country, pure ethnic cleansing. No. All right, I appreciate you. Senator from Isola says, very soon the hardship will be over. Very soon it will be over. Precious, please, if you know the politics these people are playing in this place, please tell us the same language we heard from Buhari Steno for 8 years now. That's the same language we're hearing now. And very soon, we'll see they hear the same thing. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening. Happy New Year, Precious.
Nedu from Switzerland. Where have you been?
Nedu got tired.
Nedu, so you've been listening to us on the Kunkuma. You've been keeping quiet, Abi?
Nedu got tired, though.
I did Nigeria since you know great pick my call now.
Yeah, where, when, how?
I called many times. I called that with Nigerian line, but
no, we wouldn't have. We would not pick your call like say with the select with the pick call.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I wasn't among the people that was choosing.
You were not choosing. You were not choosing. Who are you? Who are you, brother? All right, go ahead, please. Jumping in the conversation. Welcome. Are you back now?
I just returned today. I stayed there almost 2 months.
Oh, wow.
So I just returned today.
And you did not stop by in Lagos State for us to see your face. Nedu.
You didn't go and pay homage.
Nedu.
I tried. Precious, Nigeria happens to me. So I was heartbroken. Nigeria happens to me.
What happened? You gave somebody money to do something and did not turn out the same thing you wanted. Was it what you ordered versus what you got?
It could have been better. While I was in Nigeria, a friend of mine here, the wife and children was kidnapped in Abuja. So
oh my goodness.
The whole family, after we donated.
Oh my goodness. I think I'm losing you. Nedu, are you there?
Oh.
So that was. So
you were saying something about after you donated something.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Repeat what you said initially. We didn't hear you.
No, I said after we donated money from here and they got released, So I was busy because my mother-in-law died, and we did the burial on January 4th. So after that, the main Nigeria now happens to me. On my way to Lagos, my brother-in-law was on his way to Plateau State, and the Fulani herdsmen kidnapped him and his 15 years old daughter. So Nigeria happens to me. So everybody have to empty their account. Nigeria happens to
Did
me.
they release them safe? Did they release them in good condition?
They were released at last, precious.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
this trip, nothing good to talk about. Nothing good.
Oh my goodness.
You can imagine.
There is hungry up and down, precious. You were talking about the man you helped and yesterday and he died. Precious, I was few days ago, I received a call and I packed. I was making a call. A security man came off in Festac Town, came out of the hotel where he is guarding. He asked me, he said, Oga, I beg, I need help. I'm living in Ajegule. I have not been paid for 2 months. I want to see my family, even if it's transportation.
Okay. Hello, Nido. I think we're having network issues, network difficulties.
No?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
He said all his off days, he have been sleeping in his working place. He wants to go home and see his family, even if he don't have cash. They have not paid him for 2 months. I have to empty my pocket and give him. I said, go and see your family. Nigeria, I see a lot of things, nothing to talk about. So, where do we start? Everybody in Nigeria needs help. Everybody. Even Aboki that is selling fruit is telling me he cannot buy apple again in my street. You see, a lot of things. If I gave you the complaints I have this time I came around, it was above Nigeria, not even above me. On a good evening. Just know that my holiday was not fine.
Sorry.
It was a horrible 2 months. Horrible fucking 2 months.
Sorry. Sorry. Please keep the effort. Thank you.
Horrible 2 months. Horrible 2 months.
Yeah.
Have a great evening.
Thank you. Sorry about that, Nido.
Sorry, my brother.
Sorry.
Precious.
Sir?
I won't say my own until maybe when the matter is resolved. I'm not joking. Since 27th of January, when I told you some policemen are living in my house in the village.
Yes.
So one of them went for this special duties. One big boy came back from US and they were escorting him. Apparently, these boys were shadowing him since they couldn't get him. They kidnapped this policeman who was. I'm telling you.
The one that you're housing.
Living in my house. Not up till now, they are demanding 25 million naira.
Policeman.
I am telling you. I said in my house.
That means if the police force knows about, should know about this.
Of course now, he's the police. This is nowhere. They are aware. Are they not the one communicating with this? What would they do?
How come we're not seeing it on the news right now?
Oh, really? Oh, you think you are the only one? There are things I told you. There are thousands that you don't get to hear. This one, my own tenant.
Did the kidnap happen in a worry?
No.
In where? In your village?
Local government.
Did you hear of the trailer load the truck load that offloaded some people in one part of your Imo state that were supposed to be hunters?
Yeah, that's
so when I saw that, I said, hey, Mr. Darlington's village, people should come home.
They are arriving. Tomorrow night they start asking us, how did he come? Is that pop? They are not importing them. Nobody will talk about it.
All right, going back to the phone lines.
They say, IPOP, everywhere IPOP.
Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Sir? Mr. Tony Chukwu.
Precious.
Sir?
I never hear sir warrior. You just the whole am.
You don't answer.
I don't answer 2 times, sir.
Oh, that one not be your voice. So that's 2023 you used.
You didn't hear that something is happening in Nigeria?
Yeah, call me again. I'll answer you.
Precious is down. She's down.
I know I know she's down. Precious, you need this time around. I just calmly parked and listened to you as you were talking. You see, you talk with your real Precious. Yeah. On the other hand, I agree. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother. You people you should be praying for us. So Shebi themselves should be praying.
You see, there are things that when it's happening, people will be asking questions. I'm happy that there are. I listened, Mr. Dant. I listened to your analysis on the 6 o'clock news. There is nothing left for you to say there.
I'm telling you.
Because things are happening. Things are happening, and nobody. Nedu is just coming back. I was there. I was in Nigeria. I saw it. People will come. You can't. You don't know how to say no to them. You don't know how to say no to them. Even there was one that I gave money. My mother said, the way you are giving people, I said, what do you want me to do? That person needs that money.
I'm telling you. It's terrible. That is.
You go and buy something. Some of them, the way they will cheat you, the only thing that I will do, I will ask myself, okay, this person cheat me with how much? I will say maybe £5 or thereabout. But you look at the person, there is something that we did. You see how people are packing food. The way the women are packing food as if oh God. You ask yourself, when will this thing end? The person you don't expect to pack food, the way the person will be packing food for the children.
Of course. This time around, when you are doing those invited will be more than those invited.
I think they are telling us to give the president 1 year at least. 1 year is just at the corner. Is it not, man?
Of course, now. Meanwhile, the election is not concluded after 1 year.
And the government is continuing trying to make Nigeria so poor that next election, even if they give you 500, you will be just happy to vote for them because of the 500 they will give to them.
Of course.
That is the game.
Of course. It's not a weapon.
So the moment they make the masses poor, so poor that none of them, what are you telling them? There is no electricity. Okay, look at the governor. Is budgeting how many million only to fuel the generator? Why can't you use that money buy wind energy? Install the wind energy and then generate it for us. I mean, in the next 10 years, 20 years, it's still there. That money be able to get a solar that will power that the whole house there with the battery?
Yeah.
There are other alternative sources of energy. All those cars they are using, even Precious, you are driving your own car. The import duty is high. Do you know? Go and put your car and see how much that car worth now. Very soon, when people park, they will just cover their car with a chain because very soon they will be losing the tire, wheels, and everything to go and sell.
I'm telling you. Precious, do you hear that? They'll be chaining your car.
Because that's the level we are going. Mr. Lent, I don't know if you remember the time. There was a time car was very expensive before the time of Tokumbo started coming in. If you park your car, they will lose it or they will dismantle the engine while you are while the person is sleeping. When you come in the night, turn ignition, you know that there is no engine in the car. So that's the line we are going.
Oh my God.
The import duty is high. Who is going to buy those things? The importer will not pay a penny because he has to get his money. He has to make a profit.
Of course. Is it only car? How about the consumables? That we don't even have. My dear, it's terrible.
Fadam Baka is talking. Oh, can all of them say the same thing? Let all of them come out and say it. Many of them are not saying. They are just keeping quiet. Let some of them come out and say openly and say it. Can you imagine? I don't know if you come across it. There is something that is circulating. A reverend father was kidnapped. Who helped to kidnap the reverend father? He's a parish council treasurer.
In Plateau State.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Yes, now.
His own parish council treasurer helped to plan to kidnap his own the Reverend Father, his parish priest. The person what do you call it, confessor, the person he goes confession to.
That's it.
That's how far the whole thing has reached when it gets to this point.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, calm down the way you are thinking. Everything will be fine. Try to, put yourself in good mood.
Thank you so much.
At least you tried by doing the corporate work of mercy, by helping the person that is dying.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello?
Yes, good evening. Good evening, welcome. Talk to me, please. Good evening. Are you there? Good evening. Well, we can hear you. Apparently, you don't want to say anything. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello.
Good evening, welcome.
Precious, good evening.
Good evening, welcome.
Good evening, Barrister Darlington.
Good evening, my brother. How are you?
This is John Legend from Mushi.
Legend.
Sir, when I was shouting, it was Precious that said that I should say all this.
Oga, please respond to a conversation. I beg. I don't have strength this
give
evening.
Us anything.
Please.
I am telling you authoritatively that this government can never give us anything. I have seen them from afar. There is nothing to hide. There is nothing to hide on it. We that are in the labor market, we have seen how they hike the price of everything here now ×3. Even the landlords are making, even they are doing it themselves to double our shop 3 times 3, triple times 3 of what we used to pay before. So what are you saying?
Your customers will bear the brunt.
I went to a market in 2 days. After 2 days, I went back to that market. They added 28,000 naira. A market that this man came before he came in, it was 98,000 naira we used to buy it. Now that material is 200,000 naira. If you can get one now, it's 200,000 naira. Ordinary trade we used to make a bag. Now we are buying it 1,200 naira, which he made 400 naira before he came to power. So we are buying from importers. So many importers have even locked their this. They said they will not sell again. They will not sell it. People are hungry here. People are crying day in there. There was a time one lady, I said it in this radio station. A lady almost killed herself where she used to work because of her brother's surgery. It was me and Prince Akwachi. Prince Akwachi was the one that helped me to do that guy to surgery. That lady is alive and his brother is alive today. If not, that lady could have committed suicide. Because my brother in Morocco called me when he was sick in January. The government of Morocco gave an ambulance that they come and pick him up from his house. They treated him free of charge. If it happened in Nigeria, what will happen? Their president is in France, enjoying my money, dancing cruise there, and telling me that I should tie. Can you tie your bed for 48 hours? Precious, can you tie your bed for 48 hours?
Right, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, jeez, my phone lines are bursting. Okay, let me take a few messages because I have quite a number of messages. Very soon the hardship will be over. Very soon it will be over. Precious, please, if you know the policies Tinubu has put in place, please tell us. The same language we heard during Buhari's 8 years, we're hearing it now again. What are those policies that will end the hardship? Senator from Isola sent in that. AD Johnson from Agege says, good evening, Madam Precious. Honestly, everybody is angry due to high cost of living except the politicians. It's time for government to wake up from their sleep. The economic team should think fast. That team, where they did even the one that is in the university, is he not feeling the pulse of their fellow students? I suggest former governor of the central bank Sanusi and Soludo should be involved in economic team. Many families are not feeding well just because of pure economic planning. Something must be done urgently. Barrister Darlington, I hear that Kwashoko is back again. That people are having Kwashoko now.
Of course, now.
Because of malnutrition.
Yes.
So people are just eating for sustenance now. They're not eating for the nutritional benefits.
You drink
So-
in the morning, drink in the afternoon.
In the
drink in
afternoon,
the
just
night.
to put something in the stomach.
Then pure water you drink and you take another 4 bags. So down.
All right, this message says, good evening, Barrister Darlington and Madam Precious. You see from Ijegu, you see, me and my guys will take our protest to Peter Obi's house at GRA Onitsha. He has not learned any lesson. We are going to teach him a big lesson tomorrow morning. Concerning Father Mbaka, he should relax. He was among those who plunged us into these deep pits. We entered one chance in 2015 when they pushed Jonathan away. It's time for everybody to enjoy Messiah. He prophesied then, and a turn by turn. Okay.
Why did they want to go protest to people? What did they?
They say it's P2B that put them in this condition. And then Emmanuel from Ikorodu says, the Bible said in Ecclesiastes 7:7, surely oppression makes a wise man mad. So don't be surprised that the people are passing the people were passing the man. Nobody could help because Nigerians are being oppressed, and only few people were with right minds to perhaps help. I appreciate it. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. My name is Jonathan, coming from London.
Jonathan, you're welcome. Go ahead, Mr. Joe.
Good evening, sir, Barrister Darlington.
Good evening, Jonah. How are you?
Happy to hear from you, sir.
You should be praying for us, so you that are in safe environment. Because here now, we are closer to hell.
Barrister Darlington.
No. Go. I don't want to pray because every prayer has been lule. It's lule. All the prayer are the lule.
Oh, Lule.
Oh my God!
I've told my cousin, he's a good Christian. I said the day you will go to church, you hear that your pastor is now Jackpot. You will be shocked. So because it seems that the offering is not complete, the offering level has gone down. So let me quickly contribute to the program.
Go ahead, please.
So it's a shocking. I know my mom called me 2 days ago and was complaining that he wants to go to his father's house in Ogun State. I say, if you leave free house, you go shop free food. You shock. I say, don't be shocked. So that's you are running away from this day here. This is nationwide. So it's not funny again. It's not funny because the people that prepared, they thought that they prepare for future. They saw that the country has failed. It's terrible. It's terrible because when I look my contemporary talking about this day in, day out, and I said these people don't have solution. This thing is beyond this present government. It's when I did 2-3 days ago when Vice President was saying that some people are clown rejoicing that Naira is going up. I said, but you are in the position of authority. You are in charge. You tell us that you will be in charge of security and the Tinubu will be in charge of economy. That's what you said. I don't know. Maybe I'm making sense. The Barrister Darlington.
That is what they said, though.
That's what you.
Themselves.
That's
how
what
can it be? Because the last time I checked, Tinubu is the commander-in-chief of all the armed forces. So how can Shetima now take over that role?
So you mentioned 2 critical sectors that both of you will handle, and everything gone zero. So it is a challenge to the sitting government that in all our promises we have failed, and it's better we admit it at this level. Because even though we are saying that we are in abroad, our people are back home. It's not funny. It's not funny again.
Yes, now the pressure is there. The pressure is there.
It's not funny. It's not funny. I have a friend. It's a female. He said the day she didn't cook to school for her colleague in the staff room, say that day in a war. She's in Ijebu. Say that day in a war. Jonathan, that day is war. Everybody in the staff room hiding and a problem. I say, and our own husband is in Canada. I say, this thing is not funny again. He's living with us here. So thank you very much, sir.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you. All right, I'll take a few more messages now. This is coming from Tony Anili from Ijeoma. He says, the protest, he said, what are we even talking about? The protest in Niger State is belated across the nation. It is not only national grid that has collapsed, but the entire country, and masses have been facing debilitating hunger and unaffordable health care, Medicare, you said. So what psychophancy has done to this country? See what psychophancy has done to this country. I have said it that Bayo Onanuga is like Mohammed's reincarnation. How can any right-thinking fellow ascribe Nigeria as a country with the lowest cost of living, with skyrocketing food and drug prices that have gone out of roof of every Nigerian? Chai, who do all this kind of wickedness? Wow, Precious. And now use what you did for that ailing driver to know who you really are. May the Lord bless you. Oh, thank you, Jerry. That one is not the one that is doing me. If the man had survived, that would have made me. I'm telling you. So this one is not.
You'll be happy.
I'm telling you.
You know, it paid off.
So that's actually what my pain is. All right. Good evening to you too. Thank you, the person who sent us a message. Great from from Ikotu says Nigerians are blindfolded by religion and ethnic sentiment. We don't want to learn. This administration will still be voted in by those lamenting or these lamenting people. My prayer is that those that did not vote for his government, let God preserve them and enable them to overcome the hardship in Jesus' name. Amen. But that is not how it works, because both people who voted and people who did not vote, everybody there inside the same thing. We don't have different markets. So unfortunately, as much as some people will say amen, but that's not how it works. And prayer doesn't actually work that way. Okay. All right. This says, Madam Precious Amazida Linton, good evening. My name is Uchena from Amasiri in Afikpo North in Ebonyi State. Enjoying your program, though from YouTube. God bless you. Biko Precious, allow Mr. Darling to say our mind, dear. This man is not ready for leadership. How can someone say he was going to continue from where Buhari stopped, and knowing quite well that Buhari's government was disastrous? I thought he was only saying that to get power in Abuja.
Exactly.
He said one egg in my village is now 200 naira. We are dying under this hardship.
I'm telling you, 3,700 naira.
Okay, and he says it was few people that voted for this government, because with the votes the president got, if elections were free and fair, he will not get half of those votes. Wike and the people where he said a lot. He said the country is the way it is now. Precious, do I learn how to say no to people or people's financial requests? Because it's draining my. You see, how do you learn to? Me, do I know how to say no? He says it's draining my little money I'm earning. I don't know, Precious. It has never been this bad until these people came into power. Emperor, I'm sorry. In fact, there are people that you cannot even say no to. That's even the thing. Okay, Adeyemi Kamoro from Satellite Town says, since we did not protest during former President Buhari, we have to bear with President Tinubu too and not protest. I agree with you. Let's keep enduring. He said President Tinubu will fix the country. That's what you said. You said President Tinubu will fix the country. Nigeria stock market emerges as world's best. Rome was not built in a day. That's what we're saying. So it's fine. And then Sarah, my sister, that Jackpado, Sarah said Prince Charles just told the world he's sick with cancer, while some go hide in foreign countries. The mandate, the mandate must stand. No protest is allowed. I will personally sponsor counter protest. Where you go, they sponsor them. You go, they Canada sponsor. Come back here, my friend. My friend Sarah, come back here and come and sponsor. You want to sponsor? You sponsor which protest? Okay. Sahid Barowa says, isn't it very clear to every sensible Nigerian that this guy that forced? Okay. He said a lot too. I can't read it too. We'll be believing them. Sahid, sorry, I cannot read all your messages. But Mr. Darlington, you understand? You catch it from up, right? Okay. So Mr. Darlington has always allowed his emotions to override his. Okay, most of the time he has analysis. Victor from Mushi. Unfortunately.
No, say
Mr. Darlington, I have plenty of messages. Francis from First Tax says, Precious, you don't even know the difference between inflammatory statement and non-inflammatory statement. There is nothing wrong if somebody says the president does not have leadership qualities. So Precious, I prove you very wrong for challenging Darlington for such a statement. You are just a media what? Hey, what did you call me? Let me read it. You are just a media practitioner and not a philosopher. Be very careful the way you follow up human statement. Are you serious? You don't reach to warn me, Seth. Hey, okay. Kenechuku from First Access. Oluwakemi Tinubu should go and okay. That was exactly what Aisha Buhari kept on saying until their tenure expired. My prayer is that this should not end. Okay, my prayer is that this world should end so that we would go and rest in heaven. Which world end? We hear. Will they hear? Our Prince from Milasa says, is your president not aware that killings in Plateau State and other parts of the country, but he chose to be in France, and he told us that he is the master of all strategists. Yes. People are being kidnapped, raped, and killed in Plateau State, but nothing is being done to neutralize the situation. I have said it before, we have gotten to the point where the national pledge, which says, so help me God. Oh, we've gotten to that end. Yes. So help me God. That's where we are now. Yes. We don't reach so help me God. Okay. And that's the last stanza. That's the last statement. In fact, the last sentence in the pledge. Okay. So that is when prayer don't reach amen. You no need to pray again, Abi. Okay. Please persuade the president when he comes back to urgently appoint an information minister, because he will claim ignorance of the hardship Nigerians are into. Just like Buhari said he didn't know, that he's not aware. Harrison said so. But you don't know we have an information minister. Hello. He doesn't know. He's doing his work. Okay. You can build. He's been talking.
It's like he too. He's embarrassed to what.
No, he's been talking. Sam from Egbeda says you can't build an economy by removing subsidies for the poor and raising taxes at the same time. Taxes do not grow the economy. I hope some decisions. You said what? He said, I hope some decision makers in Africa countries will listen and understand this fact. I wish our leaders learn.
Because the person you are going to tax must have a job. Is that not true? It's not from there you get your tax. Where is the job? Companies are closing shops and
because of the high cost.
So you are not taxing.
And most of them are tied down to the removal of fuel subsidy.
Even some companies that are managing to survive, they are behind in their taxes. Even the VAT, they are not remitting. These are things that are sustaining it. You are not going to tax them again. They can't pay. Let us know this. If they can't pay, when the economy is booming that you can impose tax, people can easily pay. They won't even bother. They won't even know that they are paying tax. They won't know. But under this economy, it's not possible. All those natural resources that God gave us, have you managed it well? Precious, as I talk to you today, the solid minerals out there in the north are being taken away by Chinese and other foreign powers. And then Alake is there. You only told us that powerful Nigerians are the ones behind the theft. That's what he said. And that's the end of the matter. Precious, that is the end of the matter. South Africa, they don't have oil. It is this gold. It is this gold that built South Africa that our children are running there now for soccer. It is this gold. Look at it. You are blessed with oil. You are blessed with gold and other minerals that the world is looking for. Yet you are doing nothing with it.
All right. Hello. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening, Precious.
Sir.
Honorable Precious, representative European constituency.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
My name is Oluwakemi.
Sheyi, you're welcome. Go ahead. Go ahead very quickly, please.
God will help us in this country, because our leaders are not playing to Nigerians, the masses. But look at our father of the nation in France, and the house is burning. You can never try it in UK or US or this Western world. You remove the president. But our war is not the case. Our war is the reverse case. Now, concern our ex-senator, which you say, yeah, you helped somebody yesterday in Lekki. See, I had with the General Hospital in Gondo for 3 years. There is no bed in General Hospital in Gondo. Go and confirm. When they bring patients, they will treat the patient inside the car. They will pass oxygen inside. They pass oxygen into the person inside the car. and they say there's no bed. If they have 2 doctors will be attending to almost 1,000 patients. Is that a country? And we are saying we are one Nigeria. We are not one Nigeria.
And this is
let us say the truth. Mr. Dali, yes, I will say the truth. That is going to general. Mr. Dali, you know going to now.
It's a fact. You are telling even look.
Yes.
The Almighty
look. See, I have been there for good 3 years. I witnessed this for good 3 years. Nobody with my crocodile eyes. I'm telling you, precious. You can go and confirm. It's going to year, general to year. For 3 years, our expenses, no bed. When they put the patient, the emergency, they will pass oxygen inside the person, inside the body, inside the car. And I say we are running the country. Our president in France, enjoying my own tax, my own money in France. And they are telling us to pray. Okay, we are playing you. See, there's going to be more protests. But the Niger open everything. There's more protests.
All right, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much. God bless you too. Okay, let me go to YouTube now. Let me see if YouTube people will treat me fine with some messages. Barrister Darlington, sorry. So I start from the beginning. Official Don says everyday problem in Nigeria. No, it's not like that now. It's not like that. Okay, says good evening, Mazi Darlington and Precious. You refused to read our message on YouTube last week Thursday. Don't try that thing again today. As if I know. I just usually say let me stroll to YouTube now, and I'm receiving warning like you're giving me a query. Okay,
please read this message for me to read.
I don't read them. Martins Ifeanyi says watching from Houston, Texas. Nigerians are unserious people. Leaders' mentality is very low. Simeon Makalo says, you said fade away like this. If you say fading away, the song we used to play, Precious, is normally rendered during funeral session. Are you saying that something is dying?
Something is fading away.
Ola Adewale says a visionary pastor and first lady promised Nigerians while the husband put the cart before the horse with. Okay. All right, he said a lot. And Chilled Power says the docility is loud in Nigeria. We're docile. Okay. Oladewale says, Lady Precious, please be mindful of your mental health. The mental health don't finish. Remain again. So be mindful of your mental health because career politicians are not worth being wasted for my sister.
They should not blame Nigeria. We are not docile. They hit us with the hypnotism. They have hypnotized Nigerians. When they hit you with that thing, you will be paralyzed. You don't be looking like movie.
All right, and then Allah says the current administration does not have solutions to the prevailing problems in the country. Amechi Wachuku says this current problem Nigerians are facing are forced by. Okay, he said the judiciary. Well, you mentioned a lot. I rest my case there. Uche Amarachi says is 650 naira in Enugu State, a tin of milk. That milk that you said you bought then is 650. So you were even crying that it was how much?
600.
They added 50 naira in their own in Enugu State.
That means I see counting maybe by weekend.
That means you see but it's good.
Yes.
Madragon Kemakolon says he said they were more interested in being a president than doing the job of the presidents. All right. And more like throwing weight around. Simon Carlos says, Kai Precious, I see your empathy. Well, that's by the way. I appreciate you. Babafemi Ade says, we used to accuse these people that they once doing this thing. Madago Nkemakolon says, Pretty Precious and Ogada links in Nigeria is a total in here. Well, you said a lot, but let me go to Facebook, WhatsApp, because my messages are so many there, and I'd like to take a few. Mr. Darlington, let's do step down now. Some people are querying me on my social media that I've abandoned step down conversation. Isn't all these sad stories? After sad story, now look like we're living sad things.
And if you don't touch it, they will still complain. That the other day, this one happened, you did not see.
And then when you still play in the midst of sad stories, they will not say you're being insensitive to the plight of people. And then this says, good evening, Miss P. God will bless you for saying, okay, thank you. Don't thank me again because it's okay. Oba Fidelis from Alimosho says, a wonderful presenter of Evening Rush, pretty beautiful Precious, only me. Pretty beautiful Queen Precious, only me like this. Hey. Right, so Darlington, this one don't overtake you. He said, untiring APC woman leader. After you call me that fine name finish, you can't garnish them with untiring APC woman leader. Well done. No? And People's Barrister Darlington, good evening to you all. Precious, where do I start? And then he says, your president is comfortable relaxing on a private visit to France, and your first lady enjoying in State House. Continue to ask you to be patient. Precious. You call me 3 times. Why are you still covering the shenanigans happening in this country? Am I covering it? And then he says, high exchange rate culminating to high cost of goods and services. Particular tribe in Nigeria who voted blindly. Oh yeah, let me just stop there, and just go and take a call and come back. Now that we enter tribal matter. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Oh, good evening, sir. Welcome, sir. Sir, you're welcome.
Yeah, title these days
no, it's increasing. No, I don't even know.
The things they are giving you, I will send the thing that money.
Hell, who I be? Nigerian politicians will have nothing on me.
The title they are giving you, they come with a GJ.
Na grenade now for day now. They spray my dollars.
I always hear your program. Always.
Thank you, sir.
Time, but sometimes I don't know. When we keep repeating it, the same thing day by day, getting tired.
I'm telling you.
I will listen to your program every day.
Thank you, sir.
Sometimes to call, I say, why the same thing I want to say again. I don't know what is wrong. I think politicians, did they have human sympathy at all? This is going on in that country. And look at the way they are. Our president left the country when things were supposed to be needed. The economy is now trial and error. Within 1 week, CBN was able to bring 3 policies that bring trial and error. with the people's lives, people's future. I have not seen a country like this. What have we done?
Hello, are you there?
My brother, Satan
Hello.
is taking over.
Hello.
We're in the hands of.
Hello.
We keep praying for Nigeria. Hello, I'm here.
Go ahead.
We keep praying for Nigeria. Many years ago, more than 20 years, see, we're keeping praying for Nigeria and we're getting old. The other country, did they build their country with prayers? But why is the people cause let's keep praying? God will not come down for help to help you. Help yourself.
Apologies, I think your network is bad, so sorry. All right, let me go to more messages. Precious, you like live share. See, as you begin to bind and cast, as you hear, say, person the pray, say, make this world come to an end. I may make God open your computer and just delete Nigeria. And I lie, they delete anywhere. Delete go where? All of us they here. And me tell them that they vote like that for election. We they here. Good evening, Precious and Darlington. My man of the year, PTA nation that is insecure displacement of his citizen also has become a gangster paradise. PTA nation in which education is destroyed and Agbero is encouraged. PTA nation ruled by low grade, deceptive eye service propaganda. PTA nation where the economy is disaster, inflation, poverty, doesn't produce or export anything but exports its brilliant mind to Jakba. PTA nation where its judiciary and electoral umpire has become okay. What you said, I appreciate you, Daya from Fact, but maybe I've read your message now. So you not come and be telling me I don't used to read your message. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening to you.
Yeah, hello, good evening, Precious.
Good evening, welcome. What's your name, sir, and where are you calling from?
My name is Ogochukwu. I'm calling from Algeria. Good evening, Mr. Darlington, my brother.
Good evening, Ogochukwu. How are you?
Thank God, you're fine. Thank God. Yeah, please, very quickly, I called in to actually disagree with a particular caller that said that since Nigerians couldn't protest under Muhammad Buhari, that we shouldn't protest under this particular government. I think they said that in between two evils, I think that one, like they say in the Bible, big sin and little sin. Under the Buhari administration, Nigeria wasn't this bad. It was bad, but it wasn't this bad. At least for 8 years, Buhari was paying the fuel subsidy Nigerians were still buying fuel at 185, close to 200 then, and people were surviving. But this man's aspect now, this particular administration now, is the worst for it, because people can't even feed. I just left Nigeria back to here now. I bought in the east. We are buying fuel at 700 and something naira. So and I don't think we should be expecting anything from little history that I know. Whenever the north, from that section of the north rules Nigeria, I don't expect anything good. That is me personally. But I believe that in the course of the election back then in February last year, my thinking was, okay, if the who was Obi could not win, that even if they put in Mr. Tinubu, at least somebody from the west, Obasanjo's tenure was good for the country. Somebody from the west, I think we should have a better living, something above what Tinubu offered to this, Buhari offered in this country. Then he came in and he became total worst. Then having somebody like Bayo Nanuga, people that have so much respect for back then, as former journalists, renowned journalists of ages, speak the way he talks these days, it baffles me what is happening in governance. Everybody around him were all sycophants, from Festus Keyamo to whoever. They're all sycophants. And these were people that battled for democracy back then, that were having respect, looking up to. So my sister, I don't know if there is something, an oracle of whatever nature in that Aso Rock, that whoever goes in there becomes something else. And somehow I'm beginning to say thank God that Obi did not even win, because probably if Obi had won also, the same spirit that lives in Aso Rock may have turned into a very bad person also. So thank you, and good night, please.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. So let me run through a few messages here. Your messages are so much, and I feel bad abandoning them and going to the step down conversation. So we just have to keep the step down till tomorrow. Peter from Ikeja says, when the people place tribal and religious sentiments above merit and capacity, the result is often suffering and hardship. What does that mean? Elo fokon bale.
Elo for Kabale. Okay, go and mellow down.
Okay.
That make your mind.
Thank you.
Our mind is coming down.
Thank you. Ikena says, did you see your Senate president in Akwa Ibom Stadium when the Super Eagles played Angola? This is a Senate president that's supposed to be making laws for the good of the masses. Rather, he chose to go watch football. Such a big shame. And when they're also blaming P2B for going to watch football, why are you like this, Ikena? Okay. And and they won, right? Okay. Okay. Good evening, Precious, and seemingly tired looking Barrister Darlington. They say you look tired. Precious, what a sad story. And may the soul rest in peace. We need to revive the National Orientation Agency. The community spirit of living is leaving us, and we are all working ghosts. Kakistocracy is operation in my dear country. I weep for Nigeria. Precious, it appears you're not concerned. Precious, there may be solution to insecurity in Nigeria. We can form vigilantes from villages to cities. Let us comb all the forest. Only animals live in forest. Fish out the forest dwellers. Where are the Amadio and Ogun traditionalists? Let them all come out. Let's do that. And somebody asked, who is the information minister? Well, we have a minister of information and national orientation. His name is Mr. Idris Muhammad Idris Malagi. That's his name. Just so you know. He's not tired. He's doing his work. Bilado from Isheri says, as it is now, Nigeria is like, no, we're not like sheep without a shepherd. Our sheep is just went small and you'll soon be back. Precious and Barrister Darlington, concerning Satan taking over Nigeria, is absolutely true, because when the white witches were doing their incantations and invocation in Aso Rock, people thought that it was a joke. Now they have seen it. We need a prayer revolution in Nigeria. Are you serious? Are you guys serious about this?
Yes, now. That is our point, so.
Are you serious about this? This is Chooks from Oshodi.
The one that decided the election, they told you.
And this says, Precious, did you see what we're saying? They are impoverishing us, the masses. All I know is that if you know how to do good, do it, and if you know how to do evil, continue doing the evil. God Almighty will reward all of us according to our work. KJL sent in that message. He encouraged everyone to each his own, right? Good evening, Madam Precious and Darlington. This our country. I'm even asking if God have forgotten us. I'm saying it to everyone. I'm dying in hunger and I have an accident that broke my legs. Mr. Paulinus from Israel. Mr. Paulinus, I've given out your details before. I'm sure of that, right? May God heal you. And Ostino from Olodia Papa says, please, Darlington, does it mean that the official exchange rate is now 1,500 naira to the dollar? How bit the official rate emerged and overtook the black market without fanfare? And then Gabriel says, VIP Nigeria will be good which day? I will pay for an hour for an APC member to answer our questions. Dollar is how much? For now, it go better. The people in government did not know what we are passing through, but very soon everyone will hear it. Now wow, God will help us. And then Ejima from Amokoko says, last week Thursday, I took my mother to General Hospital at Orege in Ajegunle. The drugs that the doctor wrote for us to buy, up till now, we have not been able to buy it. And she's a stroke patient. Please, Precious, I'm begging you. The situation is not funny. Isaac from Amokoko. Isaac, I don't want to say I'm a civil servant too. I'm a Nigerian worker. But I do hope that a well-meaning Nigerian would hear and help you out. Honestly speaking, if I were to help in every situation that I hear every day, I wanna go sorry for me, because it's crazy. Honestly speaking, you don't want to imagine what my ears get to hear every day, and the ones my eyes also see, right? Okay. And this message here says, my name is Jovia Precious. Long time I used to listen to you then in Metro newspaper review. You used to in Metro FM. Yeah. It says, please, which man? Okay, I hope it is not that man that said he was ending it all in the year. No, that's not it. This government has divided plenty family with their unserious people. No, so this one is just a random man I met on the road. Yeah, my employer have not paid salaries up till now, even though the money is available. I drank Gary the whole day today. What a shame. God. God. Okay, I don't even want to talk again, Seth. In fact, okay. AD Johnson from Agege says, if this government fails to fulfill their campaign promises, it will be a big shame. And what people will tell us is to convince us or what would they tell us to convince us in 2027? The price of goods in the market presently are free fall to dollar. In fact, you complained a lot. Well, I'm tired, Barrister Darlington. Let me just take a few calls, Abby. Let's enter our markets. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, Precious.
Sir,
how are you?
I'm hanging in. Welcome.
Hanging.
How are you?
Baba, I do. Barrister Darlington, I told you my phone was stolen. I lost your contact. Please, I'm searching, sir.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my phone was stolen months back.
The thief for London.
Papa, still there everywhere.
Are you sure it's not one of our boys?
How can he be? So it's only Nigerians that are thieves. Barrister Darlington, don't say that again, no.
Still there everywhere.
Don't let my another guy hear you.
Okay. You see, one thing that scared me, Precious,
sir,
is that when people find themselves in a mess, instead of them to respectfully part from that mess, they still stay in it and still claim to be doing the right thing. Look, it's not big deal for a government to make mistake. It's not big deal for a nation to be in problem. It's not at all. Okay, but it becomes problematic when we pretend nothing is happening. When people have no food in their belly and you keep telling me, be hopeful. Look, my analogy of their positionality is this. It's like we are planning to go to Ibadan, right? That's a destination. And we face Badagry. My dear, no matter how prayerful you are, you're not going to go to Ibadan when you face Badagry, because you have automatically contradicts the law of nature. You have worked against the motion of life, and it cannot work for you. Now, look, could you please, because I know you media people, you have the Gideon, or you have a Gid, is it Gid or whatever you call it? You have Nigerian of journalism and all of that you do. Could you please tell these spokespersons, electioneering is over. These insults, these street fights they are having with political opponents is senseless at this point in time. People are going. The office of the president should reflect the mood of the people. I mean, how can you invest a whole lot of time on publishing an article saying Atiku and his new office?
You saw that too, right?
That's not. You have no reasonable spokesperson will ever do that. Look, if they don't know their job, what you need to do is, the president understands the pain of Nigerians, is working hard to make sure that we stop this and all of that. All we need is just calm down. Stop this arrogance in the midst of crisis. Now, lastly, I'm going to say this. I know they come up with different philosophical idioms to say, Rome was not built in a day. Look, when Rome was not built in a day, those who were building Rome, Romans knew some people are building, and they were calm, walking towards the building. Precious, you remember the shortest serving prime minister in the UK, Liz Truss. She served for 49 days, okay? And evidence expert report shows that the damage she caused UK in that 49 days, we will not recover from it in 15 years. Look at yourself. Think about Nigeria. The damages people have caused in 8 months. Many people have committed suicide as a result of this economic crisis. Many families have been destroyed as a result of this. If it takes 15 years to repair 49 days damage, how many years will it take to fix this ongoing mess going unabated? Come on, use your brain, guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you.
Nothing looks like any promise here. If somebody promises you something, go and look whether this promise will be actualized. That's what I've been saying it here. But he will come back. Look, just wait. He will come back from France now. You will see. He will make a broadcast, and people will say, "Hey, Baba Sope, Baba Tiso." They will clap.
All right, Lagos, I have a man in front of me to tell us about real estate. We'll talk to him immediately after this break. Lagos, stay with us. This is still the Evening Rush, 90.3, Voice of the People FM. Stay with us.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos, number 42, Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in a beautifully appointed rooms featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your everyday need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop-off from the Lagos airport.
Take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant.
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So, why wait? Book your stay today and experience ultimate in comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort.
The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza Pizza Champions, and Coldberry Ice Cream. Delight in every scoop. Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the Pizza Champions and Coldberry Ice Cream at 11 Road by First Avenue, First Town, 28 Adenira Ogunsanya Street, Surulere, 13 Admiralty Way, Lekki Phase 1, Romeo's Pizza and Coldberry Ice Cream. Romeo, the Pizza Champions.
The Evening Rush with Precious. Let me bring you a reminder of hot topical conversations of the day. Critical analysis of hot and trending topics on politics, economy, lifestyle, human angle, and sometimes the unusual. Featuring sound and informed guests across various sectors to discuss matters arising on hot topic party. Intense conversations, critical analysis. We sometimes disagree to agree.
Join Precious every weekday from Monday to Friday on the Evening Rush.
7 to 9 p.m.
90.3 Voice of the People FM, Lagos.
Don't miss it.
Yes, Lagos, we are back. It is still 90.3 Voice of the People FM, and I have with me Mr. Sunday. Okay, I call you Sunday because that's what we used to call it in the village. It's Sunday. You're not Mr. Sunday, you're Mr. Sunday. Mr. Sunday, okay, who appeared on Monday, by the way, is here to talk to us about real estate in Lagos. How are you?
I'm fine, Precious. Mr. Darlington. Good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm very, very fine.
You are really Sunday.
Yes, so yesterday was my day.
The day God rested.
Yes, after the 7 days.
That's when He created you.
Yes. Okay, good evening, Lagos. My name is Sunday Okechukwu Enyinta from Kudos Homes Limited. Kudos Homes Limited is your favorite real estate company. We buy, we sell landed property, both Lagos, Ogun State, and Enugu, even both Asaba. We are approaching Port Harcourt now very soon, maybe like next month. We hear the news of Port Harcourt. We are coming. Port Harcourt, watch out. I'll be mentioning the areas that we have estates around. I will start from Lagos State. We have Kudos Villa. Kudos Villa is located at Okegun Ibeju Lekki. Okegun Ibeju Lekki is just a few minutes away from the new proposed international airport. As I said in the morning, those that listen to me in the morning, if you have missed Airport Road, Lagos Ajawo Estate, you don't need to miss this one. This one is just few minutes away, so that in the few years, like the next 3-4 years, you'll be also join those guys that are bragging that they have land or house along Airport Road. So grab Kudos Villa, okay, and it's go for 11 million naira with the title document of C of O. If I give that location, I'll be going to Kudos Town. Kudos Town is located at Ishiwo Ekpe, and that one is 700,000 naira. It's just 20 minutes away also from the new proposed international airport. So buy that one, 700,000 naira. And after that, I'll be going to Omuketu Ekpe. Omuketu Ekpe is 600,000 naira. 600,000 naira. All this price that I'm mentioning just for the Valentine promo. This promo have ended last month, January, but my boss said that we should stretch it because of the love month that we just enter, that we should allow those that want to show love with land, especially our ladies. And I heard that they have stepped up from giving boxers and singlet now. Some of them want to give land, so the opportunity have been given to them to buy a land property and give to their loved ones. So Omuketu Ekpe 600,000 naira before it goes back to 1 million naira. And if I leave that, I'll be going to my favorite Abowa Ikorodu 700,000 naira. Still on the Valentine promo is 1 million naira. Valentine promo 700. So immediately after Valentine, now 1 million naira. So if I be you now, grab the opportunity for 700,000 naira. If I leave Abowa Ikorodu, let me hit the Coast City Enugu. We have a Fairview Estate, Odobido, Nike, Enugu State. It's just 5 minutes away from Godfrey Okoye University, and 15 minutes away from Caritas University, and 20 minutes away from Akanebia International Airport. And it's a dry land. How much is it? It is 900,000 naira. You can pay small, and we are doing Valentine promo. That one price is going for 1.2 million naira in few days to come, or few weeks now to come. It's going for 1.2 million. So grab the opportunity. If you listen, I mentioned like two or 3 university around that area. You know what happens around the university, and you can build a hostel there and start making your millions in few years to come. And Fairview Estate Enugu goes for 1.2 million naira. Let me hit the Oyi State, Asaba, Oyi City. We have a Fairview located at Admiralty Drive. That one is 1.5 million naira. It's just behind the Asaba Airport, just 3 minutes away from Admiralty University. 1.5 million. 3 minutes away from Admiralty University, and 5 minutes away from the Coca Junction, and less than 15 minutes away from Niger Bridge. Imagine. So buy Asaba. Asaba is 1.5 million naira, and its pre-launch price coupled with Valentine promo. So after the Valentine, Asaba is going for 2 million naira. So grab the opportunity. You know, the difference between the poor and the rich is that rich men, they grab opportunity, and the mindset also. All of us, to my own thinking, everybody is rich, but it's just the mindset. So think like a rich man, even if you are not yet there. Invest with the little that you have today. And the number to reach us is 090590475140. 090590475140. Precious.
All right. Okay. Good. You know, I always like to ask you questions around your bungalow issues, right?
Yes.
So let's hear those your bungalow bargain again. In case Darlington wants to make sure that he buys me a house instead of buying me a land for Valentine.
Did I hear you?
Darlington is the house you buy for me now, not a land. I mean.
So now we get there. So we have a Kudos Bungalow City. Kudos Bungalow City located in 3 locations of our estate. Number 1 is Ishiwo Egbe and the Muketu Egbe and Abawai Kurodu. We have a room bungalow and a 2-bedroom bungalow and 3-bedroom bungalow. A room bungalow goes for 5 million naira, while the 2-bedroom 7 million naira and the 3-bedroom for 10 million naira. Deposit. Make initial deposit of 1 million naira, and the project will start immediately. Once you pay half of the money, and on the completion of the project, you pay your balance, your key will be handed over to you. And you can, as I said earlier, can start with as low as 1 million naira. You don't need to, at this 21st century, to be pursuing an engineer up and down, to be counting block. How many blocks did they brought to the side? How many this one, this one, so. So for you, release yourself from all those stress. Put the stress on us. Let's deliver for you within a period of 2 months. Let your money work for you. Precious was asking me the other day, how is that possible to build a bungalow with 5 million naira and to build 2-bedroom with 7 million naira? For 10 million naira, it's 100% possible, because we have our way on getting quality on affordable price, because we have our in-house engineer and in-house architect. In fact, we have all those things that we need to hire from outside in our company, so we get it affordable in a high quality manner. So, and the number to call us again is 090590475140. 090590475140. Our inspection days is every Thursday and the Saturday. That's for Lagos. But Asaba will go for inspection every day, and Enugu inspection every day. And one thing about us that makes us so special is that we don't delay on our allocation.
Barrister Darlington, go ahead, please.
We don't delay on our allocation. We give allocation very fast. Pay instant allocation. We give allocation. Like on the 15th of this month now, we are giving allocation at Otomo. 17th of this month, we are giving allocation at Enugu. So subscribe now and join the Millionaire Club. Millionaire Club. Yes.
Interesting. All right. So the title documents for this land, because we always like to have that assurance that we're covered.
Yes, of course.
Irrespective of where your property is.
Of course. We try as much as we can so that there will be no any future encouraged by the government that maybe tomorrow they come up and say that this place is under acquisition, that you're not supposed to build. So all those things we try as much as we can to make sure that we do our paperwork very well, all our finding very well, or everything that we're supposed to do, make sure we did it at the right time, and so that there will be no issue in future. So if we go to an extent of bringing the state government to the land, check here. Should we go ahead and pay to Omonile? Should we go ahead and pay to the family? Should we go ahead and pay to the government? If they ask us to go ahead, we go ahead. So because it's so much important to us. Imagine when we lose 50 acres of land. You know, those people that are buying one half plot, sometimes they think that they are the one that the thing normally it hits us more than them. Because when we lose that kind of that kind of money is a very big hit to us. So we try as much as possible for that kind of thing not to happen at all. So Valentine is going on. Valentine, in fact, we're in the month of love. So as you are ordering, for Brazilian hair, you are ordering for Chinese hair, you are ordering for Italian bags, save money for bag. Order for a plot of land in Kudos Homes Limited. Don't let 2024 Valentine be like 2023 Valentine. Invest now that you are still young, so that your children will be kissing your picture even when you have gone, because you spent your younger days very, very well by investing down.
All right, thank you so much. You help us run through your number again, so that those who may want to get it will get it sharply. Why are you looking at me? Your time is up. Help us run through this your properties again and your number.
So when we have our properties in the Bejuleki Kudos Villa, that one 11 million naira with a C of O title, and we have Kudos Town, Ishiwo Ekpe 700,000 naira, Omuketu Ekpe 600,000 naira, Abowai Korodu 700, Fairview Estate Dobido Nike Enugu, that one 900,000 naira, and the Fairview Asaba 1.5 million naira. Don't wait to buy and wait now that is still cheap. And the number to reach us is 09059047514, 09059047514. The website is www.kudoshomesLimited.com. Instagram Kudos Homes Limited, Facebook Kudos Homes Limited. So please use this opportunity. My brothers in diaspora, this is the time. Take advantage of this inflation. Take advantage of this dollar increasing on a daily basis. I'm sorry. Imagine what $10,000 will do for you now in Nigeria. $10,000 is about 15 million naira. Am I right, Mr. Darlington?
You are very correct. You can buy a whole city.
In fact, so take advantage of this particular inflation, this rising of dollar. Buy. If you don't have anybody to go for inspection for you, call. We can do a video call for you. Buy. This is a company. This is Kudos. Google us. We are genuine. We have come to stay. We are here to serve you. In fact, you don't need to bother yourself. Everything will be seen how it's going. Transparency. So take this advantage. Subscribe with any of our property and enjoy later.
All right, you've called that phone number again, so I'm sure that Nigerians have heard that and they'll call you back. Thank you, Sunday Okeyinta, for stopping by. We appreciate you. Yeah, Lagos, I'm so sorry. So that's it today. Thank you to everyone who's made the show a success. We appreciate you. Thanks for always joining us. My name is Precious Enya. I'll be here with you again tomorrow. This show is produced by Promise, and Mr. Darlington and I share the same social media. So catch us on YouTube at Precious Enya TV. Yes, in front of the whole world, yes. What else are we going to share? In fact, we don't share. You refuse to be on social media, so I managed to push you there. What do you want to say now? All right, these are Precious Enya TV on YouTube and Precious Enya Official on Instagram. Twitter is at Precious_Enya. See you tomorrow, Lagos. Have a good evening. Good night.